So my name's Rob, I'm the Animal Control Team Lead for HTC, based here in Levin. So I have a team of 4 full-time animal control officers, 1 part-time officer, and there's myself. So a typical day for me includes supporting the team with a lot of proactive action, but also reactive. So first thing we do when we turn up in the morning, we'll look at the jobs that have come through, and there'll be complaints that have come through overnight. So we'll plan our day around getting out and about the community to deal with those issues, but also the proactive side, patrolling. So we get out and about as much as we can, live in all around the places to try and patrol for wandering dogs, which cause a big issue. So this is our rear paddock, so when we have stock come in, if we can't return stock to its owner, it's been out wandering, it comes into our main loading yard. And if it's not, if they're not claimed within a few days, we might move them out to the back here to be able to eat grass. And yeah, the calls we respond to the most, probably jobs related to dogs that haven't been contained or controlled properly. So we get a bit of barking, but a big one would be wandering. So things like attacks and aggressions, a lot of those stem from, a lot of them, just not having your dog on a lead when you're supposed to. The hardest part of the role, I would say, is the euthanasia aspect. So like I said, there are a range of reasons why a dog might come into the pound, but we find a lot of it is a dog owner not really doing the homework first, looking at the costs involved in getting a dog. So they'll go out and it's fun to go get a dog, they don't realise the cost, they'll dump it somewhere, or it'll get out and wander and they won't want to come and pick it up. If it's not registered and we don't know who owns it, it has to come into the pound, and they'll leave it here. And if the dog has temperament issues, we don't have the time and resources to spend too much of that training the dog for rehome, and they're the dogs that might have to go to the vets to be euthanized. Now that's all done humanely, of course, but we're all animal lovers here. We love our dogs, we love our pets, and that's the hard part of the job. So the less we have to do of that, the better, and a lot of that's through education. So this security gate we're going through here at the pound now, we installed this in 2019. That followed just a series of assaults that were taking place, so we assessed and ended up putting this security gate, so public access to the pound itself is controlled from inside the office. So it's quite a handy tool to have now. So we're heading off to Kowhai Park here in Levin, just to do a bit of a patrol, have a chat to the dog owners down there. We'll sometimes get a few questions. I like to get down to the park as much as I can. I guess one of the main reasons being that we do have the odd incident there, and almost always that stems from the belief that when a dog owner turns up, they can let their dog run free all over the park without having to keep an eye on it, and that's where incidents take place. So I'm normally stuck behind the desk. I don't get to come down here as much as I'd like to, but you'll often find Susie coming down here for a patrol. Look, the dog park's fantastic for those who might not have a yard suitable to give their dog enough exercise, or they might struggle to sort of get around the streets. It's a great place for dogs to socialise. Again, the key thing, we want nice, happy interactions down here, and the main thing, I've said it 50 times, but let your dog run free, but have that recall, keep your eye on it. So if you see any trouble starting, you can call your dog back. But it's a great place. You see, as you can see by that medication chart there, we have not just dogs that are known coming in, like we know the owner, but we have dogs that we don't know, and they might come in with medical issues, and we obviously have a duty of care there. So this dog here is on medications, anti-inflammatories and pain relief for an issue that we've got going on there. So that's been tended to by vets. If you're looking at getting a dog, I'd say do your research first and consider the finances. And I'm not just talking about dog food. Think about those unexpected vet visits. The recurring ones, you have to keep up with flea treatments and worms, worm tablets, but also those unexpected things. You know, you might get a larger dog that has hip issues. I got my dog and he's cost me about 20 grand so far. He's a Shih Tzu and he's had pancreatitis so many times. He's had knee replacement, hip replacement. Yeah, do your homework for it. It's hard to forecast for that sort of thing, but if you don't think that you could reasonably afford or be able to deal with something unexpected like that, maybe it's not the right time for a dog. We are seen here sometimes as a sort of a, I don't want to say a dumping ground, but that's what it seems sometimes, where we have people, some with genuine hardship and some who just, hey look, I can't do it anymore, they'll try and drop their dogs off to us. We're not a rehoming agency. We love dogs, we do our best, but it's the key thing I'd say, do your homework first, take a moment to consider the costs, chat to a vet even, chat to your vet, get some advice before you get a dog.